My name is Kevin Wisniewski. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, I came as a civilian in the early 90s, and I've been doing living history since 1994. I was born late. My dad was 42 years old. So he was a World War II veteran. He landed the 29th Infantry Division at D-Day. He was at North Africa, Operation Torch. He stayed in the service as a reservist until 1968, so about 30 years. And he got me into history and military history because being that my father retired while I was young, I hung out with him all the time. So he told me stories, showed me pictures of his travels, and I started collecting as a teenager World War II artifacts. I love airplanes and aviation. I came out here dressed in just a basic World War II pilot's uniform, and one of the squadron guys caught me and asked can you come stand by us and just kind of mill about and show people what they wore. And then people were asking, can you stand by that airplane and get a picture taken with it? And then they said, can you bring somebody else with you next year? So it was me and one other guy in 1994. And it grew from us two to this year I have 56 people here. Obviously we're meeting less and less veterans from World War II. So it was always a huge driving factor to talk to these people, hear their stories, treat them like VIPs, educate the public. We're still doing that. I just have a love for the history. We don't want to forget our history. I have a love for that generation, obviously, and I still love aviation, so why wouldn't I keep coming back when I'm having so much fun doing something I love? So this would be the 340th Bomb Group based in Italy. If you've ever seen the movie Catch-22 or read the Weller book, it's this experience with the 340th. So they were a mobile tactical air base that flew medium bombers. So they would have moved their bases as needed as they were moving through Italy. So it works out perfectly here. We can wear the summer khaki uniforms, and we have the correct tentage. We have the correct mess hall. We have the correct people. Actually, you'll see there's some British units over there. It's 100% authentic because the 2721 on the end, they provided security for the 340th Air Base. And the 417 next to them, they actually provided fighter escort for the 340th in Italy. You're gonna see, smell, hear some of the people talking, period talk. We do briefings in the morning in our briefing tent. We talk about obviously what we're doing here today at AirVenture, but then we also authenticate it, and we actually talk about the missions the 340th flew 80 years ago to the day is what we're doing every morning. And twice during the week on Wednesday and Saturday, we'll be doing a complete recreation of an actual briefing for the public. Everyone here is either ex-military, they're all interested in history, these are personal collections combined with some unit stuff that we have. A lot of the tentage over the years the unit has been able to purchase, and then we keep that here and they're just used here. I mean, you're talking about 56 people's collections here is what you're looking at, and they're lifetime collections. People find them at flea markets and antique stores from the veterans, rummage sales families. It's getting increasingly harder to find the things, and on the same token, you don't want to destroy. We're talking 80, 90 years ago now. You don't want to destroy these artifacts. You want to preserve them. So companies are now making reproduction uniforms, tents, everything. It's crazy. So you don't have to worry about ruining an actual museum artifact, because when I first started, you could get the stuff anywhere, surplus stores, and it was cheap. Well, now they're turning into very expensive and rare artifacts, and you have to be mindful of that. You want to learn history other than flipping pages in a book, you can come here and walk into the book, and you can see, smell it, talk to people, learn history. We want to make sure we honor our veterans correctly, so we try to be as accurate as possible. So a lot of the things we do in here are directly from first-hand accounts of what veterans experienced, what they used. So you're getting a very accurate step back into time, like a time machine. I'm the chairman of this group, so I'm the base CO, the commanding officer. So I had the briefings every morning, and I will dress them down. We use all military mannerisms while we're on the camp. We're doing this 24/7. We actually stay here. So our people have orders that they have to salute senior officers. You have to be wary of that and conduct yourself properly so that the people are walking through the camp, they get the best immersion that they can into the experience. Just want to warn people, there is an unexploded bomb from the Germans in our camp, and you have to stay away from that. Once in a while it has smoke coming out of it, so if anybody wants to hit it with a hammer, I will give them a hammer and we'll see if it's live or not.